Hello there, friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Amy here, and I am getting ready to document a one photo, one page layout, and I am using the exclusive Close to My Heart Enjoy the Ride collection. So this collection launched back on May 1st on my Stampin' Up! Website. It's one of the collections that is available from Close to My Heart through my Stampin' Up! Site. And there, I am happy to report that the paper, pack, and sticker sheet and the card making stamp set are still available on my website. I will list all the products I use in this project in the description box below. But I've got a photo of my daughters and I that was just last week, and I love this photo. And sometimes it's fun to just document everyday life pictures and add them to your album. So I thought that this picture lent itself well to this collection. If we look at the paper pack, you can see the fun patterns here, and they are double-sided. So these are the patterns on one side, flip them over, and you've got these patterns on the other side, and great zip strips as well. And then I really like the sticker sheet. So these are those designer stickers, the thicker stickers, a matte finish, so you can journal and stamp on them and you don't have to worry about any smudging. And I think it will be fun to pair the card making set with the paper pack. What's really cool about this stamp set is all that shading is done for you. So you ink up your image and stamp it, and you've got this fun detailed shading already done for you. And this does come with thin cut, so everything that you see highlighted here, there is a thin cut to go with it, and I thought it would be fun. It makes for a great summer or spring project. So what I'm going to do is clear my desk and we will get started. All right, so I have my base page here, and in case you're wondering, I am working on the Stampin' Up! Glass mat, and this glass mat will become available to customers to purchase on my website on July 3rd. I love this glass mat. I've been wanting one for quite some time, but just never got around to purchasing one, and demonstrators were able to order them on June 1st, and I am obsessed to the point where I want to order another one. We were only able to order one in June. But it's a 13 by 13 grid, so it works great for 12 by 12 scrapbooking as well as card making. This grid is in the mat, so you don't have to worry about having to change it. The other cool thing about this is you get a silicone mat like this, and this is great because you could put your ink pads on it, and when you're stamping they don't slide around. So here's a Close to My Heart ink pad. Here is a Stampin' Up! Ink pad, so they never move around. These little squares are great for those little inking spots that you get in your paper pumpkin or in a lot of the kits. So let me show you here. They fit in here perfectly. You could also fill these with water when you're watercoloring or re-inkers. And then here's another bigger spot. So if you have your ink, your little inking spots, stamping spots here, you can do your watercoloring here or whatever other material medium you're using. And it also comes with a special stamp chamois, and this thing, when you wet it, the feel of it, it is so gratifying. It's almost like therapeutic. So just got off on a little tangent about my glass mat, but I'm really enjoying it quite a bit, and I do plan on getting another one for my other table. But let's get back to our project. So I've got my 12 by 12 base, and then what I did is I just cut some random thicknesses of cardstock. These are colors that are part of that Enjoy the Ride collection. We've got Honey Butter, Limeade, and Rosy. And I am a member of the Stacy Julian Live Your Story group. And this month, she encouraged us to do some projects where we didn't use a paper trimmer or scissors and wanted us to tear. So I'm a little bit behind on that assignment, but I am going to do it with you all now. So these are just 12-inch strips. I believe I cut them at 1 inch, 1.5 inch, and 1 1/4. What's kind of cool about this Close to My Heart cardstock that I'm using is it has the white core in the center, so it allows you to do some really fun things. In the winter, I like to use it as snow. It's great for the beach. If you're using brown paper, you can make it look like sand. You can ink the edges, so you see how there's that white showing through. You can take your ink pad and add ink to them. So lots of different things that you can do. But what I'm thinking is I am just going to kind of layer these like this, which allows you to really see that paper tearing. So I did that at the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing at the top. Alrighty, I have all my strips adhered down, and then I'm thinking that I'm going to put the photo right in the center. I'm not sure if I'm going to mat it or how I'm going to mat it. I was thinking of maybe using some of the faux washi tape strips or the borders, or even we could take some of the zip strips from the papers and I can just do faux washi tape there. But when I was getting my paper out, this particular sticker fell out. I must have auditioned this for another project because I used my anti-static pouch back when I was using this collection a while ago, and you just pounce on the sticker to get the stickiness away, and then you can move it wherever you want without it sticking to your project. So I thought maybe of going like this. These moments matter most. And then maybe grabbing this sticker and I can do some journaling. But before we get into that, I wanted to do some stamping. So I did off camera run the thin cuts through my machine using White Daisy cardstock. And let me get my foam sheet out. Now, one thing I have learned since becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is with the Stampin' Up! Stamps, they recommend that you use a hard surface. Thus, this glass mat is fantastic. With the Close to My Heart stamps, it's recommended that you have that foam underneath, like the back of the Versamat, or the foam sheet that comes in the Close to My Heart stamp sets. And I did notice a big change when I used the Stampin' Up! Stamps on the glass mat as opposed to the foam sheets. So just a little FYI, a little lesson for you today. So I've got my foam sheet out, and we are going to stamp up these images. And then I thought what I could do is embellish the page with them. Now these images are very easy to line up. I am a person who usually does my thin cutting or die cutting first and then my stamping. I think I'm in the minority. Most people do it, the stamping and then the thin cutting. It's a personal preference, whatever works best for you. But do you see how that image, how there's all that shading done for you? That is intentional. That wasn't me not pressing hard enough down. That is how the stamp comes, and I love that. It's almost like a watercolor look. Then let me get this up more in the center. Then we've got this beautiful inside of the flower, and I stamped the flower with Blueird, and then I just stamped the details in Sapphire. So I did that. Let's go ahead and stamp this smaller flower, and I am going to use Rosy for this. And I'll stamp a handful of these, and then we can go back and play and you know, play around with the placement on the actual page. So you see all that layering. It's like you did all the shading and whatnot, and it was all just with one stamped image. All right, let's do the smaller flower, and let's do that one in yellow, in the honey butter. A painter I am not, and I'm not even great at coloring, although I love to color. I think it's very therapeutic. But these stamps really make it look like we did all the layering and the coloring and all the things, which is kind of cool. Okay, so let's get these leaves, and I'm going to do this leaf and the Limeade. And even the leaves have that two-tone look to it. So I'm not even sure if the camera is picking up the intensity of these, but it is really pretty cool. And I'm kind of proud of myself because I'm stamping. Now I spoke too soon. That one I didn't line up too well. I'm looking through the camera as I stamp, and I'm lining them up pretty good. I do have a bunch of extras, so let's try and stamp that leaf again. Serves me right for kind of boasting, right? I think that these this stamp set would go great for all year round. Imagine stamping them in fall colors for fall, or even like evergreen and cranberry in the winter. I think this could totally act as a poinsettia. I like it when I have stamp sets that can be year round because it adds more value to the stamp and you can do a lot more with it. Let's add, they even have like the insides of the flowers, like the stamens and whatnot. Okay, I think that's good. I did stamp some other ones off camera, and we also have the sticker sheet that we can use as well. So if I pull this back in, what I was thinking is maybe just doing, I guess we could pretend like we're florists and doing flower arrangements. You can even stick some in behind these paper layers. And I'm not quite sure how I want this to go. I just want it to show you, one, the beauty of the stamps. And I'm one that loves stickers on my scrapbook pages, but what's nice about using stamps is you can use them over and over again in the different colors. And as I mentioned, I think that these particular flowers, this particular stamp set, would lend itself great for different seasons of the year. You know, gold colors and yellows and oranges in the fall, and then reds and greens in the winter. So I don't know, I'm just kind of playing right now, which is always kind of fun. But I'm thinking of a sprig here. Now I put all of the images here. I'm probably going to stamp some more, so whatever we do down at the bottom, we can do at the top. But we can't forget that we have the sticker sheet, and there's some butterflies and some other flowers. I love the ladybug. So we can even incorporate those into it, and maybe even some of these phrase stickers could be coming through on the bouquet as well. So I am going to stop the camera and I'm going to stamp some more images and kind of play with this, and then I'll be back and we will add some embellishments to this to complete this page. All right, so I started to adhere a little arrangement here, but I decided to stop because I pulled in, I had a piece of this pattern paper that was already cut, and I thought, well, why don't we put that there instead of a journaling box, and then I could add some more of these fun stamped images over here like this. And then I thought we could do some more right here. So I didn't want to go too heavy down at the bottom if I was going to add some more here. And when I did this little arrangement, I stuck some in the torn paper, and then the blue flower is actually adhered with some 3D foam tape. And then, and I'm just kind of playing right now, which is actually kind of therapeutic. We can also pull in our sticker sheet. So let me get my anti-static pouch, and I was thinking this one right here, Life is Beautiful with the flowers, that would be a fun one to use. And I like the ladybug and the little flower. So I'm going to go through and just get some of these stickers and take the stickiness off of them, and then we could play around with them. I don't know, even maybe the Wonderful would be a fun one to use. And the sun, maybe use that. So let me go ahead and finish doing this, and then we will come back and see what we have. Okay, I've got all of this adhered, and before we go any farther, I'm going to adhere the photo and the title. I did cut a strip from the zip strip on the pattern paper, and I thought that would be like my mat for the photo, and we could go like this, and then the Life is Beautiful can go right up here, and that will be kind of like a faux mat. So let's adhere these, and then we can finish with our clusters. So I'm gonna kind of line this up on our mat, and then I am adhering this in the center at right about the 6. And then I'm going to stick this underneath. So it's half of it is showing. And I think that will allow for the photo to pop. We put our sticker, that's going to be our title right here. And then add this paper. I love the sun print. We'll put that right there, and then that will be our grounding point for our other cluster. And then I'm going to adhere the sticker right here. So this kind of does look like the photo is matted. This is a sticker and this is a sticker. And what we'll do now is just kind of, I think we'll pop this up with foam tape or Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm going to stick this right here, and then we can add little bits and pieces underneath. And again, this is like flower arrangement 101. And we could add some stickers that I really want to use this ladybug. Just don't know where. Maybe we could put the heart. Well, that's too much of the same color. Maybe we'll just have the heart floating over here. And we need something there. This is a sticker. That's too big, I think. And the sun is really big. But you know what? That might be cute right there. Or that could go there. And then maybe I could just use some of these strips rather than the flowers. And the strips could be coming off. I don't know. I like the red. Oh, what if we added the ladybug to the center of the sun? That would be kind of cute. And then just stick some greenery. Maybe get a little flower. Need a pink one. Don't like that. Don't really want yellow. If we you once again are getting a peek at my thought process. So what we're more or less doing is just playing, just arranging possibilities until we like what we come up with. I don't know if I like the butterfly or the ladybug there. What if we put the ladybug up here? There we go. I don't know if this sticker is going to work. So see, it's all trial and error, and I'm sure you guys are much better at this than me. Maybe the sun isn't even the right way to go. Maybe we'll just stick with our blue flowers. I think what I'm going to do is play around with this, and then I will come back and show you what I end up doing. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I will figure this out and I will be back. All right, I got my clusters done. I could have spent all day arranging and rearranging. I don't know if you like seeing my thought process visually or if you like me to just skip to the chase, but I'm happy with this cluster here. I added some dots that were part of the Enjoy the Ride collection. I don't believe those are available anymore, but there are gobs and gobs of fabulous embellishments, adhesive back dots that are available. Up here, I kept this little cluster very simple because I didn't want to overkill. This butterfly right here was actually a sticker. It was a circle sticker, and I cut the butterfly out. So don't be afraid to trim your stickers. I thought I would finish off by adding a few more dots. Maybe we'll do a little arrangement right here. Oh, but do you know what might be cute? Might be too late. If I did dots making like a little trail. You know how when butterflies, maybe I'll use a journaling pen to do that. I don't want to chance it. Let's do a medium-sized one and we'll overlap onto the cardstock. I like to group mine in groups of 3. But what I was thinking is kind of go like this to make it look like it's flying. And then how about maybe doing some, I was going to say green, but I think blue might pop better. Do some dots over here. This is another area where I could get carried away. And use too many dots or embellishments. Go right there. And then the only thing left to do is to do my journaling, which really this was just girls wanting to have fun. We were in a photo booth at a restaurant downtown. Maybe what I'll do is just write the date. I don't really see a sticker that would be appropriate for that. So maybe what we'll do, I don't know, maybe should I do the date right here? June 24th, 2024. And we'll call this a day. So hopefully I taught you a little trick to use with your cardstock. Paper tearing is great. Kind of gives it a nice layered texture, added texture look. And then I used a bunch of stamps and stamped images and combined them with stickers. Oh yeah, over here I added those strip stickers. There was the heart one. And then the Shine Bright, I almost didn't use because it's yellow on yellow, but I figure I liked it and it's just sneaking out over the cluster there, and I think it's perfect. Added sticker here too. So adding your stickers with your stamped images along with papers, and you've got yourself a simple layout, but I like it. It features one of my favorite photos that was taken when the 3 of us were together, and it's a nice everyday photo that I'm sure will spark lots of smiles for many years to come as others look at the album. So if you like this video and could give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. If you don't already subscribe to the channel, if you could hit that subscribe button, that helps my little channel to grow. I'm still learning something new every day, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.